Lower bracket round 2 in the GCS Western Qualifier number 1. We have HawK versus Sonik, and HawK seems to be your big favorite here. More than 75% of the vote is going towards him. Sonik, really not the fan favorite here today. We haven't seen a game of his so far since we wanted to cast Sonik versus Cash in the winner bracket quarterfinal, but Sonik dropped out 3 times, so he was he did receive a death win in that encounter, but he used the time to fix his connection, defeated Affect with 2-1, and now he's up against the next human, which is HawK. He didn't seem to be that great in his game against Foggy, but that was the winner bracket final, and Foggy was just on a different level today than HawK was. And I wonder how aggressive he's gonna play it, with rifle pushes again, or not. Or if he will play it standard this time. It's gonna be interesting. Thank you very much, Exploding Cats, for the sub. Nice nick, man. And we do have a Demon Hunter, and as you can see right now, it is freaking close position. It is not the W3 Arena version, this is the usual Blizzard version, and that means it's a massive advantage for HawK. Why? Because he can call Militia the entire time. Speaking of Militia, he's losing the first one here. But he pulls the creeps, and the Engine of War is already severely hurt. This will cripple the creeping of Sonik. And yeah, since the distance is so close, you come in with a few Militia and a few Footmen, plus the Archmage. And then, if you drop low, you send your Militia back, or heal up a bit with a Scroll of Regeneration, use a Clarity, and then just take a few more Militia and come in again. And the Night Elf can't really heal against this, because of Regeneration of the Moon Wells is not that fast as it is with the Scroll of Regen. So I'm really curious how this will end up between HawK and Sonik. Best of 3 again, the winner of 2 maps will advance into the lower bracket semifinal. The loser is out. And oh, Sonik walking into a surround there. This could be the beginning of the end with a Lost Town portal, but he saves a lot of HP, pretty smart. But this is not supposed to happen. Saves the archer as well, but he wanted to harass, he wanted to do damage right from the start. And he's walking over again. He wanted... I don't know, man. This seems to be way too aggressive with 0 XP, because he can't creep with his Engine of War, and now it's time for HawK to deal even more damage than he did before. The Engine of War is falling against 2 Footmen and 2 Water Elementals. Good early game for HawK this is. Repair coming in, but is it enough? He does have no mana anymore thanks to the Detonate. Well done, also the damage. And so this Engine of War survives. Good save by Sonik so far, also on the archers. But of course this costs the resource Moon Juice that he gets from his Moon Wells. No tier 2 tag, no second Engine of War. And here comes the first bunch of Militia. Not too many. They're all hidden here, seems to be no dust. Archmage gets back, still without mana. HawK is teching. He doesn't want to end this on tier 1, but he delays Sonic's tech by a lot. Just with the presence of these Militia. Duration is over, so he sends them back. Doesn't want to give free XP to the Demon Hunter, as they are, of course, squishy. And now, since they're back in peasant form, they're also slow. No block, so he gets the first blood here. On this side, Archmage is close to level 2, thanks to the creep, but Sonik is doing a way better job so far. Killing Footmen, killing peasants, defending that push, keeping the AOW alive. The only thing he lacks is experience, but he's getting there. No level 2 on the Archmage, and that hurts him. Shop only coming up now, so he can't really exploit the advantage of the close position yet. Boots of Speed for the Demon Hunter, very important item to just run away from the rest of it, dodge some hits. Sonik techs only now. This can of course be followed up by a tower supported push or a caster supported push. Sonik already with 5 archers. And no dust. Sonik went to the shop, but he didn't buy that dust, I guess. Or did he sell it immediately? Because he wouldn't need it, of course. good Shadow Melt play, so his ping seems to be a lot better than it was before. He sent them away. Well done by Sonic. And the lack of dust. So, this one item that costs like 75 gold can turn matches. But we do have Riflemen now. Not that effective against archers, but against dryads that will be coming. No Huntress Hall for Sonic yet, as it seems. It's just archers. So Riflemen aren't really that effective. But what can he go for? The Huntress Hall is already super duper late. Usually you want to break this with bears, but this doesn't seem to be Sonic's plan. Neither does Mass Engines of War. Naga second for HawK. It's funny that this is supposed to be mass pressure from the human, but Sonic is constantly in HawK's base. There's no Arcane Tower, he doesn't call for mass militia, the footmen are all hurt, and he's still struggling to get to level 2. Now that the Naga is there, mass damage, and there's no TP anymore, he's blocking himself, and Sonic with the big mistake with the blocks, losing his first hero. Everything seemed to be so good for him, but not anymore. More Riflemen, and the desperate needed healing, and the desperate needed mana regeneration in terms of clarities, and the mana potion now. Naga, the counter hero, and the Huntress Hall is a little late, but kind of in time. So Dryads will have a hard time. Good thing for Sonic is Archmage is not level 2, but the Naga just barely notices it. Many archers still. Long range upgrade or improved bow upgrade comes through. So he defends this cliff. And he has quite a good position. There's no defend on HawK's side. And his plays versus Night Elf, man, they weren't that great recently. Not in GCS, not in this qualifier. And Sonic with a lot more patience than I thought he would have. Holding on to this on the worst position possible for him. Getting level 2 now. Oh, actually, close to it. But he can Shadow Melt now as well, and Shadow Melt was so annoying for all those archers. But it was a massive investment in the early game into those archers, so he can't really afford the second lore. So the Master Bears are delayed. But everything is delayed for HawK as well. He's struggling hard with the timings in this matchup. This time he goes for a lot more Riflemen. And Sonic is creeping this without Engine of War, okay. If you can do it, why not? Big consumable here. On the other side, HawK is going for the permanent item. And hoping for a Tome of Experience. And hopefully getting dust from that. Big healing potion without a Mountain King. I would say it's okay, but not that great. So, Tome of Experience here, and everything is in order for HawK, but it's a Tome of Knowledge. Item on the other side is Claws +9, that's nice. It's really nice. Against those squishy archers. Even a Dark Ranger would be very good here. But of course not in the late game. Bears are coming, only single lore though. Oh, the Demon Hunter, oh, that potion. That was big. Bigger mana as well. And everything is hurt for HawK. He has to get back for another Scroll of Regen, because he doesn't want to use that heal scroll already. Massive right clicks now for the Naga. And more priests are coming in. Long range upgrade, long rifles upgrade. But can he break this cliff this time? Or this ramp this time?
Forces are under attack.
HawK is a little bit lucky that Sonic is not coming. And he goes to his own shop. There's a staff now. He gets massive experience. This is level 3 for him. So this push by HawK that is coming now is really dangerous. Sonic did a great job. It's another Claws +9, right? Ooh, that Naga! Watching this inventory alone hurts my eyes a bit. But we do have Ritu now. And Okay, Talisman. Easy sell, as he has this already. So with long rifles, with level 2 water elementals, with this massive damage on the Naga, things look a lot better for HawK. It's still solo lore. He still has no master upgrade. This is almost the perfect timing for the Russian. Second water elemental summoned before the mana burn comes in. This is nice. He doesn't have dryads at all. He skipped them entirely to go for quick bears. So how long will the siege last? We see militia coming in. He calls the police. Mana burn again. But Reju. Reju is key. Do we have the spell? No. Just healing. Militia support is there, but the pickups for Sonik are quite good. But the bear is gone. That's big. How many does he have left? I think 1. A Naga versus Naga battle. This is so one-sided. Look at it. The right clicks are insane. Moon Juice is empty. Demon Hunter's coming from the back, but the Naga is dead. And it seems like Sonik is assuming the position here. Demon Hunter with the last bit of healing. He does have an invul potion as well. The bears are chewing through a bit of this, but the archers are falling like flies as well. And Sonik leaves the game without GG. This is not a bug. This is not Natty's TV. This is just bad manner. As, yeah. This is why Sonik loses all the sympathy votes here on our stream. HawK leads 1-0. And that was very lucky though for HawK. But if you're Night Elf and you play versus human, you have to think about it. That this can happen on Turtle Rock. And the second map will be Aquats. Warden play? I would like that. So I wonder if Sonik can calm down now, or if he's tilting a bit now after this close position. Thank you very much, Imba DK, for the sub. Of course, this is the best month for you to sub to Back to Warcraft. It is 50% off for every subscription you do. 1 month, 2 month, or 6 months, doesn't matter. You save a lot of money. You get replay packs if you're a fan of replays on your own camera control. You get replays of NSL, GCS Western, GCS Asia, and Race War as well, plus Jera Cups and everything. So it's definitely worth a sub if you're into replays. If you don't want advertisements here on the stream, you can go for it as well. So good bang for your buck, and game 2 starts at Sonik versus HawK. Here we see the 2 players again. HawK still with positive stats against Night Elf. And Sonik is in trouble. Once before, he was a force to be reckoned with in the European Warcraft scene. Qualified for WCA, always up there with the best of the best. Then he got banned at Jera Cup for behaving bad towards, including us and other admins. And then he declined because he couldn't support this anymore, or not that much anymore. He's back. He's unbanned. But he never got that shape from back then again. I wonder, Warden or not, it does suit his playstyle a lot. Super aggressive, mass damage, always on the edge. This is what Sonik is. On the other side, it's gonna be an Archmage. I'm very, very sure. HawK only plays with Archmage. But this would be the first game against Night Elf where he goes for an expansion. He didn't expand on Terranas though. That was a surprise to me. Archmage here, more interesting. Demon Hunter. Okay. Sonik disappointing me here a little. But since he's on the edge of being eliminated from this tournament, and if he loses here, he has to go through the open qualifier again. Which is not that easy. As in the early stages it's best of 1, and in best of 1 everything can happen. Especially to a lunatic like Sonik. If you're tuning in late, Sonik yesterday, his PC was arrested basically. His home got raided by the police and they confiscated his stuff. We're not that sure what that cost, but, you know, it's Sonic. If there's a Warcraft player that gets visited by the police, it's definitely Sonic. Archmage first, as we saw, and Green Spot first. Always the question, A, will you expand or not? B, how fast will you expand? Will you go for the Merc Camp before? Both are scouting for the Merc Camp. Creep, because it's really greedy. Ooh, is he stealing that Shadow Priest? That's a nice touch by Sonic here. Boom, so HawK can go for it. HawK lacks healing then. So, basically you can go for the Green Camps first, then Merc, then Expo. You can go for the Expo immediately. You can go for the Merc Camp and then Expo. And HawK seems to be taking the slowest road of them all. While Sonic is still creeping. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Ah, this should be an expansion though. Farms here. I like that play by HawK. Lots of attack for the Demon Hunter, and that is exactly what I meant. Massed pressure. Super aggressive playstyle. And he delays the expansion even further. HawK is not calling Militia yet, since Sonic is still there. Okay, only now. That took some time. Archers and Shadow Priest are waiting down there to get last hits and to do damage towards the footmen. All this while the tech is already at 50%. Ooh, this is a fast tech. Let's see! How much can he steal? How much can he kill? No evasion yet. So he needs the damage. Oh, HawK is losing one peasant here. HawK is losing his second peasant here just to the creeps. Ooh, not really. But this footman is suffering as well. Good damage from the Archmage though. That's level 2 finally. Water Elemental expires. But this expansion should be safe with a normal damage against the Demon Hunter. And it's again, should be an early Town Portal, right? Ooh, one more hit. Well calculated by Sonic. But HawK gets the big one, gets the circlet, gets close to level 3. But the tech is almost done and we don't see a Huntress Call, or do we? Ah, there it is. So no talent push. Could have been the case as well. This time HawK stole. Oh, Sonic stole them again! That's so big and that was so cool. Right in HawK's face. Oh, score, I'm sorry. HawK is leading, of course. Sorry about that. It's fixed now. Thanks, fixed. So expansion is very, very late. Ooh, he needs the shop so bad? Why is he power building it? Okay, he will need it very soon as the Naga is there. Again, he's right in his face.
A town is under siege.
What can HawK do? Does he have defend? No, just more footmen. And with all that mercenary power of Sonic, he can dispel a lot, he can heal, and he has damage from the Berserker and Naga. This is a massive force. And HawK needs to buy time for the Expo. The tower is helpful, at least to a degree. More reinforcements coming from the top, but he sends the Militia. Okay, that was just past and sends them away, but saves them. Won't keep the Demon Hunter any longer. And the Expo will finish, even though he's just building it with 4. Another Wisp coming in, and he should focus it, but he detonates nevertheless. Unnecessary damage, that's for sure. One more dispel, but Sonic is playing this really well so far. HawK is defending, as of now. Only one tower. And the Naga and the Berserker are still there, plus he saved both Shadow Priests. And the Archmage is not level 3 yet. HawK's in trouble, has to call more Militia. His tech is delayed for all of eternity. Those 2 kills are hard. Those 2 kills are important. If he gets another Wisp, maybe, or Surround. Holy shit, sweet baby Jesus! That was picture perfect! running into this round, granting him level 3 there. What? Whoa. HawK didn't impress me at all in those games, but that was as good as it gets. Still tier 2 by Sonik. Is it again one lore? I don't see a second one. It's again one lore. Oh, is Sonik throwing this away? On map 1 we saw an early TP. On map 2 we saw an early hero kill. More militia. He's playing Dryads Mercs. Not militia, Mercs of course. Triple Shadow Priest and Muddy and the Mauler and the Berserker.
The town is under siege. The player's forces are under attack.
Is it too aggressive though? No level 3 Demon Hunter. Can't burn the Archmage enough, as his mana is constantly low thanks to the Arcane Tower. He's not saving mana at all. He's trying to push the towers as the guard towers are coming up, but the massive footmen are defending this. The patience of HawK is paying off. If he gets defend now, I think it's over. Militia support again. There is an Engine of Wonders coming for a little more potions, and he gets the Berserker. Again, big pickup. HawK is just defending, but he does it so well. And defense is there. What is this piercing damage doing now? Nothing. Gets reflected, gets mitigated, and the Demon Hunter is low again. More damage. Did he miscalculate? No, he didn't. Math genius Sonik. But Muddy the Mud Golem. Rest in peace, bro. He's playing with fire.
Player's forces are under attack.
Archmage is there at the shop. Only Scrolls of Regen though. He has to block. He has to block with the footman, otherwise this footman can be dead. The Naga is diving in deep, but gets more hits there. The Shadow Priests are attacking. The Mauler is dead. He's town portaling. But to where? There's the Demon Hunter. There's the Naga. There we go. He wants to get this Demon Hunter badly. Archmage survives. Demon Hunter survives as well. But on what cost? Archmage is slowed. Dryad is following him. There should be no shop, right? There is none. Mountain King is coming for the disable. Level 2. But the Archmage is safe for now. It's only one tower he has to block. And Sonik left the game, and HawK is still alive. He knew, okay, with all the defense, with all the reinforcements, I can't break this anymore. Archmage kill was my last hope. Sonik tilting a bit. Everything was low though. And HawK 2-0s him here. Sonik out, has to go through the open qualifier in the next one. And HawK stays alive. Oh boy. What a day this was. HawK Worker won as well. 2-0 against the Great Wall. He will face HawK tomorrow in the lower bracket semi-final. That's it! First day of GCS Western Qualifier is in the books. And we cut down from 8 players to 4. Eliminated are Razorman from Croatia, Effect from Sweden, The Great Wall from Russia, and Sonik from the Ukraine. So we are down with the 4 favorites that we thought would be the favorites. I mean, we had 5 strong players, but I mean, we're cut down to 4. Winner bracket final tomorrow. Foggy versus Cash. There you see it. Lower bracket semi-final tomorrow. HawK Worker versus HawK. Foggy, HawK Worker, and HawK, they went to GCS together. They spent a lot of time together. They streamed a lot together. They were thinking a lot about tactics together. So I can just imagine they know each other inside out by now. I mean, they are reigning the European scene for a few years now. That is our task for today to conclude this. Only one of those 4 great European powerhouses will book the ticket to Shanghai and will meet with the best of Asia. Infi, 120, Moon, Check, HawK Romantic, Focus, Fly, TH, and Life. Those are the players that are qualified so far. You can look all that up on Wikipedia. We will conclude the Asian qualifier tomorrow as well. That is the grid that we have done today here. Mooncheck, Romantic, and Shao KK made it. Eliminated here are Remind, So-In, Chemico, and Lawlight, unfortunately, for us, since we have a little extra special place in our hearts for him. So, here's the lineup so far. We will add one more European to this list. 3 humans, 3 orcs, 1 undead, 3 night elves. This will change tomorrow. So far, 120 is the only guy representing the Scourge. Of course, the Asians would be celebrating if Foggy would do it. We will see about that.